Okay, so I was 8 years old, and I was hanging out with my cousin Dumbo. His real name was Dip, but everyone called him Dumbo because he had these big old ears like that Disney cartoon character Dumbo the elephant. You feel what I'm saying? But he was about like 4 years older than me, so he was probably like 11 or 12, already banging. He was from this gang called the Tiny Oriental Crips, right? And so I'm 8, hanging out with my big cousin Dumbo. You know what I'm saying? I look up to him. This dude's super cool, banged out. You know what I'm saying? Crazy as fuck, down as fuck. Don't give a fuck about nothing. You feel me? So we chilling. And back then, like the most coolest thing to do at that time was like this arcade game called Street Fighter. So you like born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, you know what the hell I'm talking about. Everybody and their mama was playing Street Fighter back then. You feel me? And so, like, really majorly, like in the Asian community, like everybody and their mama was playing Street Fighter. You had a dollar, quarter, 50 cent. It was going to Street Fighter. You were going to starve and play Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it was. So that day, I was with my cousin Dumb on the strip mall, my neighborhood of Linda Vista, west side of San Diego, right? We just strolling. I think we had just came from the Vietnamese sandwich shop. They had the Street Fighter game up in there. We had lost our money or whatever. So we pushing, like we just in the strip mall. And we run to one of my cousin Dumbo's homeboys named Camel, a Hmong homie. Like I ain't never met him up until this time. I seen this name tagged around the hood, heard about him around the hood, but just ain't never met Camel until this day. And Camel was also from TOC, the Tiny Oriental Crips. So the three of us chilling. We in the strip mall, like just chopping it up, right? And one thing leading to another. I don't know who the fuck came up with this wild ass plan, but I know I didn't. I was just there, right? But somehow they came up with this wild ass plan to go rob the thrifties in our neighborhood for their gumball machines, right? So we get the quarters about the gumball machines and go play us some Street Fighter, right? So like thrifties back then would be like today you consider like a Rite Aid. You feel me? So my cousin Dumbo, he probably came up with the plan. Cause they crazy as fuck, and he burnt out. So he like his position, his job was to go into the thrifties. No, Camel's job was to hold the front door for us. Dumbo's job was going to the thrifties with a flathead screwdriver and a hammer that he happened to have on him at the time. You feel what I'm saying? and bust a lock on the gumball machine that was in front of the thrifties, like in the front area. And after he bust the lock, my job was to pick the whole gumball machine up and run with it. So that was our plan, right? Boom. We walked to the thrifties. It's right there in the strip mall. Walked to the thrifties. Everyone played in position. You know what I'm saying? Camel grabbed the front door. Me and my cousin Dumb pushed to the gumball machine, which was like 3-4 feet from the front door. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I honestly didn't think my cousin Dumbo was gonna be able to bust the lock on the gumball machine with a flathead and a hammer. Like I thought, like it's a lock, bro. You ain't finna bust that motherfucker anyways, right? So I'm like, let's go. So we go up in there. My cousin Dumbo pulled his flathead screwdriver out of his pants, a hammer out, I guess of his pants. He put in the lock of the gumball machine. Go bam, bam, bam. He started going ham on this shit, right? I look back. Everybody, their mama, and the whole entire store looking at us. People at the cashier line, the cashier looking at us. Everybody looking at us. Nobody saying shit. They just looking at us. And my cousin Dumbo over here whamming away. Wham, wham, right? Loud as fuck. I'm talking about this shit just booming through the whole entire store. Sound like gunshots. You know what I'm saying? And I remember seeing this white dude. He was a manager. He had a manager shirt on and everything. He just looked at us and his jaw just dropped. Like he couldn't believe what the fuck is he seeing right now. Like these kids is tripping, right? I look back. My cousin don't pull the screwdriver up out the gumball machine. The whole lock came out with it, right? He's like, grab it, grab it. I grabbed the gumball machine and I pulled it up because like how it works, like there's like this long ass screw that goes to the center of the gumball machine, and the lock holds it from the top. You feel me? Once my cousin Dumbo busted that lock off, all I had to do was just pull the gumball machine off that long ass screw and jet out. So that's what I did. Like, I was like, damn, this shit really worked. So I grabbed the gumball machine, whoa, camel at the front door holding the door open. I pushed past the homie, right? I'm booking it through the parking lot. Right when I hit the parking lot, I don't know what was going on or why, but there just happened to be a cop doing a patrol through the strip mall, right? So instead of like stopping and letting him pass, I was like, fuck that. I just kept it pushing. My cousin Dumbo, camel come running right behind me. We booked it through the parking lot. Didn't even trip on the police. Wasn't even worried about them. We dipped through the parking lot, and there was a McDonald's. And then there's a wall, and a cinder block wall. And on the side of that wall is the Shell gas station in my hood, right? So that's where we went. We ran through the McDonald's parking lot, hopped over that wall, ended up behind the Shell gas station, behind a storage container that they used to do like recycling up out of, right? So we back there. Well, my cousin Dumbo and his homie Camel start going through the gumball machine, right? They wanted to throw the candy away. I was a kid. I'm gonna keep 100. I'm a ghetto kid too, so I wanted all candy. You feel me? So I said, hold up. I went and found a little bag, and they poured the candy into the bag for me. I remember like yesterday, it was some fruit shaped candies, and they were hard in different colors: yellow, banana, strawberry, whatever. You know what I mean? So I was happy. I was like, damn, I got me a whole little plastic bag full of candy. I'm finna fuck this shit up. And I know these motherfuckers gonna ask me for some later. Like, I know they were, right? So they're like fucking with the gumball machine, trying to figure out how to get the money up out of the machine. Now you can hear it, but they ain't knowing how to get it out. Finally, they figured it out. Boom. We came up on $2.75. I remember my cousin Dumbo got $1, Camel got $1, and I got 75 cents because I was the youngest, right? So like we like, got a bag full of candy in one hand, I got 75 cents in the other hand. I said, we about to go fuck some Street Fighter up, about to fuck this candy up. We on for the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we living good today. So right when we about to bend the corner around the storage container, the police came running up on us. They drew down on us. Get the fuck down. Put your hands up. I was so scared. That was the first time I ever had a gun pointed at me, right? I threw my hands up in the air. Whoop. I let go of my bag of candy in one hand. Boom. Let go of the 75 cents in the other hand. That shit all came falling down to the ground. Boom. Hands up. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot me, right? So they snatched the three of us up, put us up against the police car, patted us down, whatever. It was my first time experiencing any of this stuff. My cousin Dumbo and Camel, was nothing new to them. These fools was ready like little young felon convicts. You know what I'm saying? Heathens. You know, they were gang banging and doing time. Like, there's nothing to them, right? So they throw us in the back of the police car, right? And they start reading us our rights. I don't know what the hell they talking about. You have the right to remain silent. Ooh, I never heard this shit in my life, right? Oh yeah, we in cuffs. The three of us. We in the back of this police car. This first time I ever smelled a police leather. Seen the grill gate in front of you. Seen the door lock. Can't open that motherfucker. You feel me? So they read us our rights. And my cousin Dumbo, since it wasn't his first rodeo, he like nudged me like, just say no. Say you ain't got nothing to say. I was like, nope. I was like, you want to speak to us? Nope. I got nothing to say, right? All three of us, like parrots, nothing to say. Nope. Bam. They take us down to the police station. Took us up in the holding cell. And there was like handcuffs on the bench. And so they just cuffed us to the bench inside the holding tank, right? And I was tripping. Like, so you gotta understand, like back then, at this time, my pops was a crackhead. He was smoking that Yola, you feel me? And that fool used to beat the shit out of us, right? So I'm like, damn, they about to call my parents. My pops on crack, and he an alcoholic. This motherfucker finna beat my ass. Like, and I done have ass whooping, so I'm thinking like, this is gonna be like times 10 ass whooping, right? So I'm like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get whooped, right? So they like, we gotta get y'all parents' number so we call your parents to come pick y'all up. I play dumb. I'm so young. Like, I don't even know my phone number, officer. But I'm with my cousin. Feel me? So when my aunt come pick him up, could I just go home with my aunt? They're like, nah, we gotta release you to your parents. I said, I don't know my parents' number. You feel me? So they're like, all right, we'll see what's up when your aunt come. Maybe we'll ask her for your parents' number. Like, all right. Camel's mom come. She come up in the station, right? The motherfucking Camel mom come and get to beating on the homie for the police. Hey, so the homie Camel over there getting slapped on. She on his ass talking shit and mung like, oh, what the fuck you doing getting locked up? Bow, bow, bow. The police like breaking it up. Like, man, you can't be like, you know what I'm saying, beating your kid in the police station. And she don't understand no English. She like, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, right? She old school. She taking it back to the country. She just keep on beating on the homie, right? So finally the homie just like grabbed his mom, told her like in Hmong, like, you can't be doing this. They gonna arrest your ass, right? So his mom chilled out and Camel got released to his mom. And then my aunt comes, my cousin Dumbo mom comes, and I tell her like, you know me, say you don't know my parents' number, but you're my aunt. You feel me? She's my aunt, but you just don't know my parents' number. I want to go home with you. So she don't speak English. You feel me? So they ask her like, hey, what's his parents' number? She says, I translate like, hey, she said she don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she my aunt though. Like, that's my bona fide aunt. Could you just go ahead and let me go home with her? She just, you know what I mean? How my parents can get me later. So the police finally give in. I'm a kid, bro. They ain't tripping. They give in. Boom. I'm good. I'm like, hell yeah. We flew back to my cousin Dumbo house. I'm like, hell yeah. Ain't gonna keep it 100. Like, ain't nothing gonna happen. I ain't even got a trip. You know what I'm saying? My parents never gonna find out. I got away with one. No. Later on that night, when my mom, my dad came through, and my dad's yellow Toyota truck, and when they pulled up, I knew they knew. I knew my aunt had told on me, right? I could just tell by the expression on their face that they knew. I was like, damn. Walking to that truck was like walking to my own death. You feel me? I was like, man, I do not want to get in this truck. Because the whole time I'm thinking to myself, like, if I get in this truck, my dad's finna go ham on me. He finna beat the bricks off my ass, right? And so my mom got out the car so I could sit in the middle, right next to him. She gonna sit in the passenger, like, I'm gonna be sandwiched between my mom and my dad, right? So I get in that truck and just get ready for death. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's all bad. You finna get it, just get it over with. And like, to my surprise, bro, my dad that night, he was so cracked out, he wasn't even tripping, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was just trying to get back home and keep smoking some more shit. So he wasn't even tripping. He didn't even look at me. He didn't say nothing. He was zoned. He was zooped. He was zooped. He was outer space. He was outro. He was somewhere else. You feel me? So he didn't give a fuck that I just got arrested. Feel me? But my mom, oh, she was on me. See, my mom, one thing I love about her, she never put her hands on me like that. You feel me? Maybe a slap. Maybe she'll get her knuckle like this and cock me on my head. That's what she did the whole ride home. She was just like, mean knuckle, just like, what your dumb ass doing getting locked up? What you mean you stole a gumball machine? Like, the fuck? Like, you only 8 years old. What'd you get arrested for? I was just hanging out, and the police started tripping. I don't know what was going on. We found the gumball machine behind a gas station. We ain't steal it. Whoop, whoop, you feel me? But yeah, that's the first time I ever been arrested, y'all, at the age of 8, and it didn't stop. I kept on going in and out of the system all the way to the age of 38. Ended up doing over 27 years of my life incarcerated. You feel me? But if y'all tap in, y'all like and subscribe, I hit y'all with some more of these little crazy ass life stories. You feel me? Peace. Thank y'all for tapping in on this episode. 22 Free.